again because this time I threw the caustic right next to him.
Uh-huh.
And it just stayed there, and I was like, "Oh my god, why is it not blowing up?" And I looked at you, and you were just backing up into the corner, and I was like, "Oh man."
So, so this time I actually did something other than like, unplug it and plug it back. What I did was, and I'm hoping and praying that's the fix, because I think it's what fixed it the last time. Um, was I opened it up real quick. I took off only the front plate and I sprayed the air can in there, and a little bit. It wasn't like an insane amount of dust, but a little bit of dust came out. So it could be that. It shouldn't be that, but it could be that. And I also moved the slot that it was plugged into. So it was plugged into a extension cable. I moved it directly into the surge protector. Again, things that should not at all matter, but just to be extra ridiculously cautious. So now my PS5 is one of the things plugged into my surge protector, and I dusted it a little bit. So you should see it. I have like 2 air cans in my room right now. Because one was like getting close to finishing, so I just took another one. I was like, nope, not waiting. So I'm hoping with those 2 things that it's fine.
You know what the real cause is, right?
What?
Us playing together, because we started playing together on the computer, all the games started becoming crap. We started playing together on the PS5, the PS5 started acting up. Apparently, we can't play together because of rift in the gaming world.
It's like a lot of these days I've been leaving, like some of the days I leave my PS5 on for hours. Nothing happens. Like today we only played for a little bit and now I've already gotten 2 crashes. Like, and it's not the game. The game, like, I don't think it is. It's just my whole system just crashes. Like, I don't get it. And it feels hot. But like, I'm sure it's hot anyway. But again, it's well ventilated. Completely, nothing is obstructing anything at all.
Nah,
It,
man, you know what? You're cleaning it too much. That's the problem. I haven't dusted mine in like a year. Mine's just running fine. You're cleaning it too much, man. It has too much air in it.
apparently, I think again, stemming from the basement, probably. Like, God, getting, because in the basement down here, you clean the thing and then 2 seconds later it's already dusty. So I'm about to have to start cleaning my PS5 like once a week, which is like complete overkill. But I'm assuming because a little puff of dust came out when I sprayed the fan, that was probably it. Maybe it's considered like overheating. I don't know. Because I mean the console is hot, but again, it's not against the wall. It's not against anything. So, and the console, it is supposed to get hot. Like, that's the whole point.
You know what's interesting is the Xbox when it overheats. I don't know if you ever saw that message.
No, I know PS5 does technically have a message too.
Oh, does it?
I
Because
believe so. I've just never seen it because mine just
at the
likes to.
firehouse,
Uh huh.
they got an Xbox, and these idiots decided to cocoon it in a box because they were like, "Oh, we don't want someone to destroy it." And I was like, "That's gonna overheat like real fast." I was like, "You can't have it in a box like that." But they kept it in the box, and then all of a sudden one day that message came up that said, "Your Xbox is overheating. It needs to be cooled down before it can continue to play, whatever." And I was like telling you to move to another area. I
This
was
is
like, I told you not to keep saying that's what it is. What it is possible is because you have it standing up. Because I have heard that, like, I don't know if you ever read that article about it standing up, like the stuff can start leaking out and getting into the circuit board and all that.
no. I know one of the consoles I read something like that about, but I
Yeah,
didn't
the
read it.
PS5 specifically, they were like a guy was showing it like the inside of the PS5, and he was like, after time, the liquid nitrogen in it can start leaking into the circuit board and destroy your PS5. You have it standing up, which is retarded because it's meant to be standing up, but
Yeah,
apparently they didn't have it standing up for years, and they were like, after years of standing up, it starts to leak out.
and then granted, I only have it like I don't mind it stand up because again, it could be either way. That's the reason why they give you a stand.
Yeah,
But
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. It's supposed to be able to do that, but I guess they didn't really have enough time to test it like that. Like, it's not like they built it, let it stand for 2 years, and said, "Yep, it's good to go." It's like, no, they built it, said, "Yep, it can stand up," and then like years later, they were like, "Oh crap, it's starting to break," you know?
so my question is, did that person like switch it to horizontal and it was fine after that, or you
Well,
don't
no,
know?
this wasn't a random person playing. This was like someone who like works on computers and whatnot. He was just like warning people. He was like, your thing could end up, breaking. So like, if you have problems with PS5, they would like suggest laying down. I would have to find it. I have to send it to you. I remember I saw it one day and I was like, oof. I was like, thank God I have mine laying down.
Yeah, I mean, again, like I'm still hoping for this because like I still have a million other problems that I don't understand, but I might have to do that. But like even then, I'm like the problem with that is I have no problem putting it like that, but it's for the space factor. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Which again, you shouldn't have to do that to begin with because it's supposed to be able to stand up.
yeah, but I might just have to do that. I'll think about it after if we could even make it through today's session. Are you ready to continue this?
Yeah, here we go. So it says that it happens when the seal between the APU and the heatsink isn't as tight, and then it leads to the risk of liquid metal spillage into the circuit board.
I wonder how long that takes though. Hmm.
I guess it's probably one of those things, kind of like stick drift, where it's like it could happen, it could not, depends how they made it, I guess.
I'm gonna type in, does the PS5 shut off more in vertical? Just that's it, just more in vertical. And then you get the no, keeping your PS5 in vertical won't damage it. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, see, I'm gonna send you one of the articles I just read right now, where it basically has to do with like this one specifically says that like it's hard to apply that liquid metal, so it could be like a manufacturer issue where sometimes it leaks depending on how it gets applied.
Um, hmm. I feel like I actually, now that I'm reading this, I feel like I remember hearing about this, but I didn't like pay too much attention to it. Like I might
I
have
only
seen it.
say it just because of the fact that mine seems to have like no issues with it whatsoever when I lay it down, and yours is always having issues with standing up. That's the only reason I bring that up.
Yeah, no, it's true, but it's just funny because most of the YouTubers and stuff I watch, they all have it vertical, and I'm like,
Yeah.
no
Well,
one's.
again, like I said, it was like it could be a manufactured thing. So it's not that it's going to break it if you have it vertical. It's just that if the seal that keeps the liquid metal in is not correctly installed, it can cause it to leak. That's what it's saying. It's not saying keeping it vertical is going to break it. It's just saying it could.
Yeah. Uh,
But hopefully that's the last time. Hopefully none of these issues arise again. But the fact that it happened twice already,
I,
it's kind of scary.
I mean, like, no, and like I told you, this isn't the first time this has happened. I've had a thing like this happen, and then after it happened, like one or two to like I think it was like 2 to 3 times. It like didn't happen again until like now, and that was like maybe a year ago. So it's happened before, but like I don't know what the cause of it is.
Yeah.
But I'll check into it after.